Good evening. A girl has died off the Sussex coast. Saja El-Kawas was 6 years old. 3 of her family were already gone. That is 4 people now. There are storms in New York. A sprinter has signed for a Sunday league team. Scientists have found something new about droplets. But we begin with Shoreham because some things cannot wait their turn. Manchester City are starting their first season in a decade without Pep Guardiola as manager. The club has found an obvious new figurehead for the campaign ahead. That person is striker Erling Haaland. The Norwegian forward is now the central figure at the Etihad. City are being called the Erling Haaland team as the 2026-27 Premier League season gets underway. It marks a shift in how the club is seen. Guardiola defined their identity for 10 years. Now that era is over. Haaland takes on that role instead. Sporting News reported this. A police constable in Pakistan has been found responsible for the death of a 9-year-old Australian girl. An inquiry concluded that he opened fire on a car without getting permission from senior officers first. The shooting happened outside a police station in Chakwal city on the night of June 10th. Anya Ahmed was killed when the constable fired at the vehicle her family was traveling in. Her father, Ananse Ahmed, also an Australian national, was in the car with his wife and 2 children. They were being robbed by 2 armed men at the time. The constable worked for the Crime Control Department in Punjab province. Dawn reported this. A 6-year-old girl has died days after a tragedy in the sea off Shoreham in West Sussex. Saja El-Kawas is the 4th person to die. 3 members of her family had already been killed when they got into difficulty in the water. The incident happened off the coast of West Sussex. Saja died several days after the others. Her death brings the total number of victims from the same family to 4. BBC News reported this. The founder of one of China's biggest property developers has been sentenced to life in prison. A court found Hui Ka-yan guilty of large-scale fraud. He ran Evergrande, which became a symbol of China's property crisis as it struggled under massive debts. The court said he was responsible for hiding those debts from investors and the public. Hui was once among China's wealthiest businessmen and donated to Harvard University. His conviction marks one of the most prominent legal actions tied to the collapse of China's real estate sector. WSJ World reported this. Carlton has come out firing against Fremantle in their match at Docklands Stadium. The Blues dominated the first half. Away from the field, a former assistant coach from Sydney has spoken publicly about the scandal currently engulfing that club. He's made what's being described as a significant statement about the culture there. The Swans are dealing with ongoing controversy. Their former staff member has now weighed in with his assessment of what's gone wrong. Carlton's strong performance continues as the game unfolds in Melbourne. ABC Australia Just In reported this. Tornadoes touched down in New York. Flash floods closed roads and rail lines across the Northeast. Caroline Leavitt is leaving the White House press office for a job at Trump's super PAC. Severe storms have torn through parts of the northeastern United States. Tornadoes touched down in the region. Torrential rain and powerful winds followed. The extreme weather caused flash flooding across New York. Transport networks were disrupted. Buildings and infrastructure suffered damage. The Northeast doesn't typically see tornado activity like this. These storms hit one of America's most densely populated areas, home to millions of people who rely on the transport systems now struggling to operate. The Cable reported this. The White House press secretary is leaving for a new job in Republican politics. Caroline Leavitt confirmed Friday that she'll be working at MAGA Incorporated, the super PAC affiliated with President Trump. She shared the news with reporters outside Air Force One on Friday evening. This comes just over a week after Leavitt announced she would be stepping down from her role as press secretary. The Super PAC has been a major fundraising vehicle for Trump's political operation. The Hill reported this. A star-studded amateur football team in Greater Manchester has signed one of the most famous athletes in the world. Usain Bolt has officially registered to play for Wythenshawe FC Veterans. The 8-time Olympic gold medalist will turn out for the OVER-35S Sunday League side in the Cheshire Veterans League. The team is managed by Stephen Ireland, the former Manchester City midfielder. It already features a number of former Premier League and international players. Olt has tried his hand at professional football before, but this is his first move into the English game. He'll be playing on Sundays in an amateur competition. Complete Sports and G reported this. Scientists say 2 different kinds of quantum particles can form droplets that hold themselves together. The discovery goes against decades of accepted theory in physics. These droplets remain stable without needing any outside force to keep them intact. Researchers believe the prediction can be tested in laboratories quite soon. If they're right, it could open up a whole new area of quantum physics that nobody expected. The work suggests there may be many more quantum phases out there waiting to be found. For now, the team is waiting to see if experiments will prove them correct. ScienceDaily reported this. A footballer is still playing professionally at the age of 47. Kevin Ellison is a striker who once signed for Premier League side Leicester City. He's now speaking publicly about his experiences with mental health. Ellison says he's not ashamed to discuss the subject. He believes it's important for people to talk openly about their struggles. The veteran player is combining his remarkably long career with advocacy around mental well-being in sport. BBC Sport reported this.